you interested in learning how you can create a logbook, preferably a logbook that tracks your blood sugar? If you guys are interested in learning how to do it and doing it in under 30 minutes, make sure you guys keep watching. The first thing that you want to do to create this logbook is you need to figure out what program or how are you going to create this book. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using BookBolt. So if you guys are interested in using BookBolt, BookBolt is an awesome program that you guys can use to be able to create logbooks, to be able to create mazes and word searches and journals, gratitude journals, prayer journals, and things like that, to where it will not take you any time, or it will take you time, but it won't take you a lot of time to create these types of books. This was going to cut your time in creating these books really quickly, not having to write a lot. Pretty much you don't really have to write that much unless you want to make some changes and things, but it's not a lot of work that needs to be done. And if you guys are interested in checking out BookBolt, they do have a 3-day free trial that you guys can check out. So make sure you guys leave my link in the description down below, as well as my code, so you guys can get 20% off. But with this program, they teach you so many different things, as you guys can see here. They have the different interiors. There's so many interiors. You guys see a flight interior. There's like a lunch and dinner one. There's fitness. There's so many different types of interiors, and this can help you cut the time so you guys can hurry up and get your guys' books made and put it over into KDP. This program also helps you with making sure you guys are picking the right titles and keywords and things like that, so you guys can find the areas where people can find your books, so you won't be going into a lot of competition. So they offer weekly trainings and things like that to help you guys to understand, if you're a newbie and you're not understanding what to do, this program will help you. And they have calls. They have so many different calls. They have I think they're up to about 70 or 71 weekly calls that you guys can check out to help you. They have niches of the week, what is a good niche that you guys can check out to create your guys' own books. There's so many different things. They even have a spy where you can spy and see what your competition is doing, what keywords they're using, how much money they're making, and things like that. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check out BookBolt. They do have a 3-day free trial to give it a try. Make sure you guys check out my link down below, as well as my code, so you guys can get 20% off. So we're going to be creating a blood sugar logbook, and let's go over to Amazon and look and see what these look like. So we have a blood sugar logbook, okay? And you guys can see these different ones that people have. And what we're looking at is, before you guys even start, you guys want to do the research process. I'm going to make sure I leave a link down below so you guys can check that out and find out exactly how to do the research process. I'm working on something else in the video that's related to a blood sugar log, but it's the same steps. Whatever you do is going to be the same steps. So make sure you guys check out that video after you guys watch this video, because it's going to help you to find the best keywords and titles for your books. So we're going to look over here, and we're going to just look over here to see the different sizes, because we want to figure out what size do we want to make our journal. Do you want an 8.5 by 11? Do you want a 6 by 9? Do you want a 7? I think it's 7 by 9, 7.5 by 9. I mean 4 by 6 if you want a small one. It just depends on what size you guys want, because it's something that you guys want to know. And you guys can see the different covers and things like that that people are making. Some people have flowers. Some people just have, like, on the front they have the actual log, what their interior looks like on the front. They sold they have about 504. So that means they at least sold at least 504 of these. They may have even sold more, but this is how many people reviewed, so they sold probably more than that. And you guys can see here what people are creating. So you guys want to look over here, do your research and things like that, and kind of have an idea of how you guys want to create yours. I'm just going to do a 6 by 9. You guys can do whatever size you want, but I'm going to go over to BookBolt, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and I'm going to show you guys the process to go ahead and get started. And we're going to go ahead and get signed in. And once we're going to go over to the research, and we're going to go to create. We're going to go to BookBolt Studio. I'm going to go ahead and sign in again. And then once we're in here, we're going to take the steps on getting ready to create our book. It doesn't take a long time. And as you guys are going to see, that there are so many different types of interiors that they do have in here to really help you to get the job done. Now, with these interiors, you do want to make sure that you change them up a little bit, just so you guys it could be different. You guys don't want everything to look the same. But we're going to go to a new project, and we're going to keep this at cover and interior. If you guys want to just work on the cover, you guys can do it that way. If you guys want to work on cover and interior and things like that. So we're going to just do a paperback cover and interior, and we're going to just call this Blood Sugar Log Book. Okay, this is just the name. I'm going to keep my size at 6x9, but you guys can see all the different sizes that they have. They have a custom size, but they're all different sizes, and we're just going to do a 6x9. And then as far as the interior and paper type, we're going to keep it at black and white because we want to make sure that we're getting more back for our royalties. If we put color, that's going to be less amount money that you'll make. So you see that they do have other colors, but we're going to stick with black and white. And then we're going to keep it at bleed. And then as far as pages, you guys can go back over and see how many pages. This one has 120 pages. You guys can just look through here and figure out how many pages. This one has 52 pages. We'll just do, for the purpose of this video, we'll just do 100 pages, but it just depends on you. This is just an example. So we're going to do 100 pages, and then we're going to create our project. So once our project is created, we're going to start. Now, if you guys want to have a cover page, like right in here where it says this Blood Sugar Logbook belongs to, you guys can do that. But you would probably want to do 101 pages, because then it will be the first page here will be like this belongs to, and then the next pages will be your interior. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to do interiors on all these pages between 1 all the way to 100. Now this is your cover, this is the front of your book, and this is the back of your book, okay? And we're going to go here and we're going to hit hide cover template. Now everything that you create needs to be within these lines. Now when we do create the cover, I am going to cover these white lines, but usually when you are creating your template, you want to make sure that it is in between these green lines, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to page 1 and we're going to start creating our book. So we're going to go, these are your different tools. This is a freehand or free drawing. These are your different elements, your text, your file library where you can put your own images if you like, put your own uploads. Like if you want to upload your own interior that you created, you guys can upload it here. And this is where your page templates are going to be, what we're going to use. And then you have your make patterns where you can make different patterns with your images. We have a mask. I've never used the mask before. We have distress effect if you want yours to look distressed. We have a clone objects, and then we have if you guys want to put grid lines. So we're going to go ahead and go to the page templates, and we're going to create a blood sugar one. So you guys can see all the different templates that they do have in here that are already created for you. All you need to do is just jazz it up, make it your own, whatever you want to do to it, just to make it look different and just spend time, because you don't want yours to look like everybody else's. But you guys can see here all the different types of ones they have. And we're just going to do, since this is a blood sugar one, then we're going to just do this one here. I just put for diabetes, weekly diabetes record, and then we'll click on that. Now we want it to go to every single page, so we're going to say select all, because we want it to be on every single page. But we're going to uncheck the cover, because we don't want it to be on the cover. So we're going to uncheck that, and we want to make sure that it's selected every single page. And then we're going to hit next. All this information here, I'm just going to leave that there, and we're just going to hit submit. And then what it's going to do is going to put everything together. It's inserting the template, 66 of 100. And depending on how big your book is, or your how many pages it is, it's going to take longer. It just depends. So we're going to go ahead and see. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. Oops, let's make it bigger. Come on, there we go. So you guys can see that it has the blood sugar for what your blood sugar was for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, breakfast, bedtime, night, and then you can have like little notes, insulin dose, grams, carbs, activities, any of that information. Another thing that you guys could have done was, if you wanted to put more pages, or if you wanted the second page, you could have made the second page maybe like a blank note page. Like if you wanted to change this page and make, say for instance, you wanted to make all of your odd pages the weekly diabetes record, but then on the second page you would just have a blank notepad to where they can put their, if they want to put their blood sugar, if they want to put doctor's appointments, any of that, you guys can just pretty much, I'll just do it for the purpose of the second page, but you guys can change it. So let's just click on this one, page 2, and let's say we want to make a note page for them to be able, notebook page for them to be able to write in maybe doctor's appointment. So depending on if you want just a blank line, if you want it ruled, you can do ruled with fields, journals. We don't want to do graphics. You have different pages. Just depends on, there's a handwriting one and they have different variations. And let's just say that we wanted to just do like this journal page, and then we just chose the narrow journal, and we just wanted to put it on the second page, okay? Or if we wanted to put it on all even, let's just say we want to put it on all even, okay? We would select even. All the even pages will have the blank thing, and then we're going the blank page, okay? And then we would hit next. And then what it would do is it would, you can change the line color if you want, but we're going to just leave it the same, and we're going to just hit submit. We're going to hit submit. Sorry, my mouse was acting up, but we're going to go ahead and hit submit, and then it's going to do its thing. But one thing that I wanted to let you guys know is sometimes if you don't, say for instance, knowing we changed it, sometimes it will overlap. See how if we went to this page, sometimes it will overlap. So what you have to do is, if you're going to say, for instance, if you wanted the second page to have that on it, and you already decided that all of the pages had the weekly record on it, the weekly diabetes record on it, you would have to first delete this, or like delete this page. You would delete it because it's going to overlap it. And that's something that you got to understand. So if you're going to decide, that's why if you want to decide it ahead of time, that what pages is going to be on what pages. But if you decide later, hey, I want to have a note page after you already decided that, you would have to delete this page, the second page, and then you're going to right click on it, and then you want to say clone this page, and then you're going to clone it on all of your even pages. So all of your even pages is going to be cloned. You want to make sure that you do that first, because if you don't, it will overlap and it won't work. Okay, so that is something that I forgot to tell you guys, but I want to let you guys know that. So make sure if you decide later on, so if you've already put the diabetes record on there and you put it on every page, and then you decide, you know what, I want on even pages, I want to have a note page. I need to make sure that I delete that first page that I decided to put it on, delete that, clone it, so now all of your pages are going to be blank. Then you're going to go back in on page 2, and then you're going to go in and choose your narrow journal, all even pages, and then we're going to hit next, and then we're going to hit submit. So that was a little bit that took longer, but just so you guys know, that's something that you guys want to make sure that you guys do that. So now we have our page with the lines now. We see you have a note page, and then we have our weekly page. So they can go ahead and put whatever information they want to put, doctor's appointments, they want to put their blood sugar or blood pressure information, if they want to put medicine they need to take that day, or maybe they want to put food, a food log, and what, you know, things like that, so they can know what they ate for that day. So that's something that you guys can do. Now as far as this, you guys, I do have a video where I talk about if you guys want to change this information, like say for instance you want to change this to something else. Yeah, what if you wanted to just say weekly record or diabetes record? If you don't want it to say weekly, you guys can go ahead and change this. I do have a video where I show you guys how to do that, so I will leave that down below where you guys can change the information in here. I'm not going to do it in this video because I want to make sure that we get through this video faster, but you want to make sure that you guys are making this look different. So for instance, maybe you want to go to elements, or maybe you want to go to pictures, and maybe you want to go to Pixabay or Upsplash. And if you have your own pictures that you own the rights to, you guys can add that too. But if we just say here, let's see, maybe you want to put fruit or flowers or something like that. I don't know if they have anything, or maybe you want to put medicine or something like that. Maybe they don't have anything like that. But let's say we want to put fruit or something. Maybe you want to put fruit and then have fruit in the background or something, depending on what you guys are looking for. Or if you want to put some kind of design or something like that in the background. Let's see here. Maybe you wanted to put like the strawberry. This is just an example, but the purpose of this is, what I'm saying is, you want to just make it look different. Say you want to have this just a strawberry. We're going to go over to here, or FX, and we want to make this black and white, because we want all of our stuff to be black and white inside, or like grayish, because we're trying to get more money in our royalties. This probably wasn't a good idea because you can see it's kind of like lighter there, but I'm just giving you guys an example of what you guys can do. But you can just make it, put it in the background, and then you guys can change the, how do you say this? I cannot say that word. But what you're doing is you're pretty much making it look lighter. And then, you know, sometimes when you see a book or a notepad and it has an image that's in the background, and as you can see it, but you can't see it completely, so where you still can write in it. And that's something that you can do. So you can have like your little strawberry in here like that, and you just have it like light in the background. And then maybe you might be able to do it on every other page. Say for instance, you wanted to do the next page and you want to put a banana, and you wanted to do that for all of the even pages. You'll do it the same way. You'll go into, you'll clone it, and you'll just say for the second, third page, I want a strawberry, and then you'll put another image and maybe a banana and do that the same way. So it's pretty simple, it's easy. You guys just play around with it. But let's get to the title, or to the cover, because we want to make sure that it's pretty simple to do the cover. Depending on what you guys want to do, you guys want to make sure whatever your keyword is, when you go through the keyword process in the title of your book, make sure you guys put that on the cover of your book. So we're going to do this fast because I want to show you guys. You guys can, it doesn't take long to do this, but you guys can go to pick an image for your book. Say for instance, for the purpose of this video, I want flowers on mine. Okay, it doesn't have to be, you know, sorry, flowers. I want to put flowers on mine. You can do whatever you want. Find something that looks really pretty and just add it. Let's see, which one do I want to pick? Let's just say I chose this one here, and I will put that on the cover, and you can stretch it to make it fit. If you want to change the background, you can. If you want to make this smaller, you can. Say for instance, I want the background to be a different color. Like say for instance, I wanted it to be, let's see, I don't know how that will look. But then I will want the flower to be darker. But this is just, you want to change it a little bit, but I just want to show you guys what you guys can do. And you can do whatever you want to do. You can also clone this to where if you make it smaller where it was small, and then you can clone it where you can clone it, and it's going to make it to multiple pages, multiple ones like that, and you can do it like that, and then you hit clone again, and then you can like stretch it out so you can have like flowers like that. Okay, let's close that up, and then you guys can see how I did that. This is just an example of different things. You guys can just play around with it, move it around, and then this one here, move it down or something. And then let's see, this one here, let's move it over. This one here, you can like move it up. Just depends on how you guys want to do it. However, this is just an example. And then you just have your title on here. This is just an example, but you guys just play around. I'm just trying to show you guys how simple it is. We're going to put our title in. And if you want to change the color of this, you click on it. And then right here, you're going to say maybe you want it to be white. And then you will just put in the name of your book, whatever it is, the title that you, as far as when you did your research, you want to make sure that it's that name. You're going to hit text, and let's just say we'll do the regular multi-line text. We're going to move this here, and then we're going to go to edit text. Okay, and then now we're going to type in the name, which was Blood Sugar Log Book. Okay, we're going to put that in, and if you want to change the font, you can to whatever you want it to be. You also have, if you have your own fonts that you own, you guys can use those, but you guys can just play around. It's really simple, it's really easy, it's very user friendly, and BookBolt has programs and has learning information to show you guys how to do certain things, and they also has a Facebook group as well. But we're going to make this a little bigger. Let's see how it looks, and let's just say we left it like that. Very simple. You can change it if you want it to be centered, if you want it to the right, if you want it to the left. You want it centered, you just keep it centered. You can change the font of the color if you want. If you wanted this color, if you wanted this color, whatever you guys want to do, you guys can change it. You have it for regular. If you want it to be extra bold, you can do that. Whatever you guys want to do, you guys can do that. You guys can also put like a little border around it. See how it changed the border? You guys can do whatever you guys want to do with that and change it up. So that is how easy it is. It doesn't take that long. I could have been done faster than this, but I wanted to let you guys know and just give you guys little tips and things, like if you decided that later on you wanted to add a different type of page on there. So I just wanted to show you guys it does take less than 30 minutes. You can pretty much get this done in 20 minutes. And once you're done, you're going to go here to download. This is where you're going to download this page, and it's going to download 2 separate files, your cover and then your interior, which is your different pages. And you guys can go ahead and upload that up to Amazon KDP. So make sure you guys, it is going to be a file that you guys are going to have to extract, a zip file. So make sure you guys do extract that, and you guys can upload it to Amazon KDP. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, let me know. They also have a learning tab up here to show you guys. They have walkthrough tutorials, weekly calls, and BookBolt research, blogs, all that information. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check out my link in the description down below. I also have other videos where I teach you guys how to do other things as well, how to create other types of books. But this was our blood sugar logbook. But make sure you guys check out my other video that I have linked down below on the research process, because you guys want to make sure you guys do that so that you guys are picking books that have low competition. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.